Wow. Whoa, they cleared the trucks.
Get my recorder from the back.
All right. Oh yeah, you got this, that one, right? Yeah, I accidentally had to sell mine.
Well,
weird situation.
Mine got destroyed, and this belongs to my friend Patrick, who had it here for anybody's use.
What happened to yours? I guess
Put it to use.
Similar situation.
Al Chittis reporting for KRSP Radio Free Moscow on June 1806. There's a fair walk. 500 clergy from all over the country have come here to pray with us. We're approaching the barricade where the fire happened.
Yeah, how's it going?
Ah, there's our friend Greg Mack. It's going good.
You know it's gonna happen every day.
Well,
Awesome.
It would be awesome if it would.
Well, I heard rumor at least for a while.
You make the funeral?
Yes, I saw it before.
Oh, good.
I the next day, I took the first day. Couldn't stop right in the Yeah, thank you, Daddy.
Hard place to get into, right?
Looks like the trucks are still there.
Poor folks on the other side of the barricade will have trouble figuring out whether this is the action or the diversion. Good.
Some beer.
Yeah. More than I want to carry. Keep it simple.
Right.
live on houses of boats made of reeds. They're called the reed people of the reeds. And I remember running around and seeing my uncle catch fish the size of my arm and playing with flutes made of the reeds. And just having a wonderful time. And watching the ground climb up under the
Morning. Hello.
human beings and breathed life into them and created them from that dust. Eventually crumbled, and invasions happened, and bombings happened, and soon my relatives, instead of living on those marshlands, cried to their God for lament for their children that were now being born with 6 fingers. And as I walked here today, it only reminded me of the Arab Spring due to the raping of the resources because of oil and the indigenous and brown bodies that were used by foreign companies to come and exploit them for their natural resources. And it reminded me of the desert lands and the pilgrimage and the mass exodus of the Syrian refugees we see today. And it reminds me that all of our struggles are connected, whether in Ferguson, in Palestine, in Standing Rock, here in the Middle East, in Central America. And sacred land is sacred, whether it's here in Jerusalem, in Nazareth, in Galilee, in Machu Picchu, in Mecca. Yeah. And it is important that we remember that. And it is important that I want everybody to know that I don't want anybody to go through the humiliation that my relatives had to go through in Iraq. The world was watching thinking it was a video game. People have dignity. People have dignity and are living now selling their livers on the streets of Iraq, all because of the raping of our natural land. And I want to read my 2 favorite verses of the Quran, and I will get to you in 1 second. The Quran in our tradition is a monologue of God's word. And it is a reminder. It was revealed to the Prophet Muhammad through the angel Gabriel. And it was a reminder of the messages before him. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Corruption has appeared throughout the land and sea by what the hands of people have earned, so that he may give them a taste of what they have earned. Surely they may see the consequences of what they have done. It is God who has taught and revealed the Holy Quran, God's monologue and reminder of the Torah and the Bible and their messages. God has created man. God has taught him speech and intelligence. And the sun and the moon follow the course exactly computed, and the herbs and the trees follow the path exactly commuted. The herbs and the trees both bow alike in adoration to the one true supreme God. And the heavens God has raised high, and God has set the balance in order that you may not transgress against that due balance. So establish weight with justice and fall not short of that balance. It is God who has spread out the earth for his creatures. Surely these are signs for those who reflect. Thank you all for your witness. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for the struggle for every human being, everybody made in God's image from that dust, to live to their human potential. And remember that the best gift you can give humanity is human transformation. May God bless you.
Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. I need to stand up here because that is taller than the podium. My name is Richard Silversmith. I'm from Denver, Colorado. I represent the Christian Reformed Church. I'm a pastor at the Christian Unity Center. and also in Navajo. Water is precious to us because we are a desert people. As I look around here, don't you know that activism, the spirituality, the great spiritual movements came from the desert? The three great religions. If you look around here, don't you know that activism comes from the fringes? The great activism causes will come from the fringes, from the desert. I always wondered why Native Americans are statistically in the army, in the armed forces, and per capita, the Native Americans are joined the armed forces. I want the veterans